Okay, that is my 20 minutes or whatever it is. No, 25 minutes on the elliptical done. Oh, I'm on Burn and Learn, baby. Enjoy. She's doing yoga. I just leapt off the torture device, as you can probably tell by my fabulously fresh look. Look at me. Yeah, I've got to really burn, learn, and run today. So I've got this ridiculous situation where I've got 2 COVID tests today. I've got 2 COVID tests today, 2 COVID tests tomorrow, another COVID test on Wednesday, because I'm shooting 2 different shows at the same time, and I've got a third one that wants to pick up some shots on the weekend. So I don't even know what they're doing. I'm a little nervous about that because they've only got 1 or 2 days, so I don't think there's any impetus there to do testing, but we'll see. Good morning, everybody. I'm not going to leap into chat. I'm going to make myself a coffee, so I'm actually getting on with my day because I got to hop in an Uber in this madness. Look at this, freaking snowy mad. That is the tracks of a mad bitch, as I call her, because she is a dog. So she's just been leaping around like there are hundreds of imaginary ferrets hiding under the, or snow hares hiding under the, under that top layer, and she keeps attacking them as if there's something there. She keeps sort of coming up with like old bones and chew toys and stuff that she's ignored. So I'm pouring my coffee. Here I go. It's very hard to do that while this is a recipe for disaster, isn't it? And apparently I leave drips everywhere. Isn't that? I mean, I do now because I'm sweating hideously, but so I'm going to clean that up, and I'm also not allowed to use the paper towel because I keep defaulting to paper towel, and I can't do that because we have a planet to save. So I use my little cloth. I've done that. How was everyone's weekend? Mine was fabulous, I've got to say, despite a few very, very tough parenting conversations with my fabulous son, Sebastian, who better not be watching because he's supposed to be at school. He was convinced it was a snow day today. I got to say, I was convinced too, to be honest, because it really is. I mean, it's sort of crazy out there. I'm a little nervous about getting, because I'm always nervous, a little nervous about getting to these tests this morning. So I'm going to give myself plenty of time, but I also thought I probably shouldn't show up in my shorts and t-shirt and sweaty like this, so I will have to shower and things. So I thought I would have a very short hello today, let you know about a few things. What's exciting? Oh, first exciting. So I had this fabulous chat with Barnacules and Auxiliary, and this week with, whoop, that's not gonna hold you up, is it? What's going on? Ooh, what about this? Ooh, that's kind of a cool shot. So amazing chat with Barnacules, Auxiliary, and Strange Parts. And I gotta say, that guy just, just kind of blew me away by how sort of organized and efficient he was in, and how, even despite having a very creative and sort of chaotic existence, just how well he's put his videos together and stuff. So I definitely, I will highly recommend. No, in fact, I shall demand that you go and check out Strange Parts. He's just amazing. Anyway, so inspired by him somewhat. No, definitely inspired by him, talking to him about his production process and stuff. I decided to sort of pull the trigger on getting myself some editing help, because one of the biggest problems is I love editing. I love everything. That's the problem, is I want to do everything, but I just don't have time to go through the, 2 hours or so of our fabulous streams and sort of pull out the highlights so that I can put together little videos for YouTube for people to, people who don't have the time or the inclination to wade through 2 hours of content like that. The kids seem to like it when it's live. I'm not sure they would watch it, once it was sort of archived. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to sort of get a little bit of, not too much production in there, because I just don't want to spend money on sizzly stuff that isn't going to make a difference. But I want it to be edited down to about 10 minutes. I debated going out to you fabulous people and saying, hey, is there somebody out there who wants to do this? I feel like a certain arm's length here might be of value, a different perspective on stuff. So this guy seems pretty on the ball. You know, I'm a little nervous about language gaps because he's not. I don't think English is his first language. But again, he's been very open to giving it a go and even doing a sort of a almost like an audition edit for us so that we can see what that looks like. Anyway, so I thought that was kind of cool. I was saying to Jane, you know, I love the idea of doing cool, slick, fancy TV style stuff because that's where I come from. But the reality is, I feel like the time is better spent, you know, in actually talking to the kids or researching some of the stuff that we can talk about, you know, and just playing with the things that we've got. So I don't want it to be too overproduced because I also feel like I don't want the kids to feel like they're being sold to, or anyone for that matter. I mean, I often, you know, I think, I want it to be the equivalent of our chats, but edited down so it's not quite so freaking endless. True. 15 to 30 minutes are the best length. Oh, thanks, Jim. Okay, that's good to know. I was thinking around 10, basically. Howdy, Trevor. Quick saying hello to everyone. Stevenson, thank you very much. Hi, 17.5 million COVID jabs here in the UK. Good to hear. You know, I was sort of depressed to hear the announcement that, on the East Coast, they've started vaccinating 80 plus year olds. I'm like, oh my God, we're so behind. Anyways, hey, David, starting to look fitter and younger. Do I? I don't feel it. I feel older and fragiler and more fragile. But thank you. That's great. As long as the illusion of YouTube is working, that's fantastic. Hello, Trevor. I said hello to Trevor. Fox Girl, wish I could stay in chat, but I got a quiz this morning. Okay, go. I will not still be on, Fox Girl. I've got to go and shower and get the hell out of here very, very soon. In fact, I should go. So I'm going to hop in an Uber. And I'm going to talk to my friend Gimpy God this afternoon, and then I'm going to hop on Tech Bandits. So I will see you all this afternoon in some way, shape, or form. Over 50s in the UK have the jab by 15th of April. Oh. So there you go, John. If I was in England as a UK citizen, I'd be jabbed before my birthday. That's fantastic. Here, it ain't going to happen before September, I imagine. Same here. Vaccination's going slow. Oh, Maker Viking. I know it's kind of crazy, isn't it? You know, at least Halifax. There you go. So, Jim, you've got vaccinations happening, right? I got to say the NHS got this one right. Yeah, I mean, they were. This is it. There are definitely problems with the healthcare system in Canada. I don't think the problem is the healthcare system. I think the problem is with these freaking politicians who run the healthcare system these days. It seems it's more about administration than it is about the people who actually do the work, who actually put themselves at risk. There's all these idiots sitting around debating various different interest groups when they should be getting vaccinations out. I mean, I understand that this is not a fair process, but then now is not the time to figure that out. What we need to do is start with the most vulnerable people who are 80 plus and then work down from there. You know, obviously, if there are exceptions, I imagine someone can go to their doctor and say like, hey, look at this, or a doctor can maybe recommend that. But the reality is the fastest way to get us safe, to get everybody safe, to get my parents safe, is to vaccinate and to get those vaccinations out there. They should be rolling this stuff out. I cannot believe, I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted by the Canadian system for not being on top of this. We saw it coming from China. We saw it happening in Italy. We saw it roll through all of these countries, killing thousands and thousands of people. And we've sat on our asses and not done anything about it. It drives me freaking mad. It really does. You know, my mother, my sister, they are vaccinated. And you know what? And I lost an uncle because he wasn't vaccinated. It is disgusting that we have paid taxes to these governments who have wasted so much time, and in doing so, and worrying about their freaking votes and worrying about their position in society and how things are going to look and what's fair and what's not fair. They are not brave enough. They are not smart enough. They are not motivated enough to save lives, and it's driving me freaking livid. I'm terrified that people are going to look back and go like, well, look what happened to Canada. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't. I mean, I think it's going to be pure freaking luck if we don't get just freaking devastated by these variants. I cannot stress it enough how much I'm worried about it. And now I'm going to go and get COVID tests, multiple freaking COVID tests, because the film industry has so much freaking money, and apparently compared to the government of Canada, who should be testing and should be vaccinating everybody. Oh my God, I'm ranting. I'm totally ranting. I didn't mean to do this. I've got to go. I haven't even had my coffee yet. It just drives me mad because I feel like we've put our trust and so much money in the hands of these people who are dithering away the time and people's lives. It drives me freaking madness. Should vaccinate everybody? That is a dictatorship. I'm not talking about forcing people to vaccinate. I'm saying that vaccinations should be available to everybody. If you're too stupid to get a vaccination, and if you're going to talk about freedoms to not vaccinate, then I don't understand you. I don't understand you at all if that's the case. No, we're not going to force people to vaccinate. But the reality is, I don't understand why you wouldn't get vaccinated. I mean, it just seems so up your own, I don't know what, that I don't understand it. I mean, science has told us that this thing works, that the risks associated with the vaccination are minimal compared to the freaking devastation of this virus. There are 500,000 freaking people dead in the States. 500,000 people. When do we freaking wake up? I can't believe Canada's sitting on top of this, and we're crawling at a snail's pace. It's driving me mad. So don't talk to me about whether it's right, whether people should have the right to say no to vaccinations. Sure, say no to vaccinations, then stay the F away from me and anyone who's of any importance to me, because I think you're an idiot. I don't understand why you wouldn't get a vaccination. I'm sorry. I don't understand. I don't understand this. I don't understand why you would trust freaking blogs and opinion pieces on the internet over the medical system that's been working frantically to make this thing happen. And we're witnessing the numbers. The numbers are plummeting in the States right now because of the vaccinations. Anyways, all right. I know it's very different. It's very difficult to, there's causality and I can't remember what the other one is, whether it was actually caused by it or whether it was just a coincidence. I suppose you can argue about that because we don't have the data yet. It just seems very obvious to me. And this morning, for some reason, it just bothers me that my son is out there. My parents can't leave the house. It's not poor me. I'm fine. I mean, this is what's so frustrating is I'm feeling freaking guilty because I'm getting tested 3 freaking times in 2 days this week. And then I'm behind multiple layers of PPE when I'm on set, and it's just because the business cares. Business cares because they don't want to get sued. They don't want to be in trouble. So they're taking the precautions necessary to make filming possible. Whereas the government seems to have no one seems to be holding them to task for this. Anyways, all right, I've ranted, I've raved. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be a much more interesting and fun chat, but I lost it. So I'll talk to you later. I will be happier. I will be caffeinated. I will be COVID tested, and I'll tell you all my wonderful stories from there. So correlation does not imply causality. Thank you very much. That is what I was trying to say. There you go. So that's my rambling. That's my rambling start for the day. That burned some calories. Yeah, darn right, didn't it? God, I'm sweating again. All right, everybody, be safe, be kind, be brilliant. Apologies for the rant, and I'll talk to you soon. So, cheerio, huzzah, bye, gotta go.